I am alive and alive. What's going on, y'all? Dennis, what's up? Yeah, oh yeah, we're doing some primo fucking onslaught today. It is so real. It's gonna go down. Can't fucking wait. Dragon, hello. Hello, hello. Can partake in this protein cookie. It says American cookie. Shooting Dio, what's up? Yeah, I'm like expanding the playlist. I'm expanding the playlist a little bit. I have 3 songs. I have the Devil Trigger Tropical Night remix. I have the Bayonetta 3 chapter select, and I have the Resident Evil 6 Mercenaries theme, which is what you're hearing right now. I'm gonna add a couple more to the. I'm no longer running the music from OBS itself. I have like a separate music player that's like captured in the background. See, DeFritos, what's up? I feel like here in Germany, we have like a very weird idea of like just American food in general. Vaughn, what's up? I do eat a shit ton of protein. I feel like, see, I've been working my pull-ups. I've been doing daily pull-ups, and like I think, wait, oh god, I don't want to. You can see it. Like I got something going on. I got a little something going on there. I think I'm naturally a little buff. Number one, due to my superior genetic makeup. And also, I eat a shit ton of protein. I eat like Icelandic yogurt every day. It's pretty sick. I just remember I was in New York with my buddy Eric, and we were on the bus or on the subway or something, and I was like grabbing onto the thing, and he was like, "Damn, Zed, you're fucking thick." And like I hadn't been doing anything for like months, because you know in America I didn't bring any weights. I didn't bring anything. Protein maxing, putting protein in things that should not have it is crazy. Yeah. I wouldn't call. I'd be careful to call it a gym phase. I'm too lazy to actually go to a gym, right? But the fact I have like the pull-up bar permanently installed, and it's. I'm gonna say it. I saw iShowSpeed like talk about it. Like if you just have a perma pull-up bar somewhere, it's like the cheat code. If you just do it every time you like walk past it, it adds up. It really adds up. Slide the Club, what's up? I did not try to get a Steam controller. While I open this shit, I'm gonna mute my microphone. So yeah, the German version of Greek yogurt is skyr, which is like Icelandic yogurt. I feel like that like the Greek yogurt is way more popular, and I mean the Greek yogurt in America is just Turkish yogurt as well, from what I understand. Gotta have some milk with my cookie. Because I'm 12 years old. Yeah. I mean, the Steam controller, I still don't see the point of it. It seems so silly to me. Like, I feel like there are some games where having trackpads on a controller sort of makes sense. Like, where it is kind of a benefit. Like, if in a menu-heavy game or something, okay, I get it. If you're, like, collecting loot, but then I don't play those types of games anyway. if I were to play a full strategy game, would I not just rather plug in a mouse and keyboard at that point? Yeah. Am I not always like missing the point a little bit? Sasha, that's really good. I'm not there yet at all. I need the support rubber bands right now. I can't do it without the bands. But my plan is to like gradually lower the level of assistance that I get. So we'll see. Finished Pragmata recently. With all challenges including post-game once, only new Lunatic left. I'm like, I still need to do, I did finish it. I would give it a 7 out of 10. I need to do the post-game stuff. See, Bayonetta 3 is fine. We're not disowning Bayonetta 3. That's okay. I think it's just, I'm very skeptical of the buttons as well. I'm really skeptical about the buttons. And, see, there are options for, like, 2.4 gigahertz wireless, mechanical, like, buttons with mechanical microswitches, gyro. Like, that shit exists. GameStar has been, like, going insane in that fucking, range. Also, TMR sticks, of course, right? I think I would rather get one of those GameStar pads. Yeah, I started with negatives. But the assistance bands, the rubber bands, they felt a little more convenient. See, for navigating the computer itself, Ozzy, what's up? I recommend getting one of those tiny, like, PC remotes with, like, keyboard built in. I feel like that makes more sense. So, I mean, right now the way I do it is I have this controller here. It's an 8-bit though. It's not even the best controller that you can get. Like, I don't really love the buttons on this one, and I don't really love the D-pad, but the sticks are Hall effect. And the the wireless dongle on this shit is like really, really good. So, eventually I'll upgrade to like one with micro switches, but for now, my setup is like I turn on the PC. I press like one button on my HDMI switch to like make it go to the TV. I hold the button on this controller, the home button. It turns on. I press it one more time. It opens Steam, big picture, and then I'm cooking. Yeah. And for like non-Steam shit, I have like a little remote where just in case I can navigate the PC. Most of the time, I still play PC from my desk. Like, I'm looking at the computer screen right now, but, yeah. Ugh. I'm doing the Hassan Ali chair react. Chairgate. Okay. Some has been weird with my hair lately. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, let me see. My problem with door frame pull-up bars is they are too low to get all the way down. Yeah. I have been struggling with that a little bit. I just lift my legs a little bit, and that kind of works. But I'm no expert. Okay, guys. So, I don't know if I have a content update for y'all today. Obviously, it's Potential Man Monday. We're determining the potential of another game today. It was gonna be Star Fox 64, but, because Nintendo refused to announce the new Star Fox game, I was like, okay, I'll save it for another week, maybe. Yeah. I've been working on, like, short-form content a little bit for, like, you know, algorithm boost. I have... Let me see. How much should I do? I've recorded? I was working on, like, other people's videos today as well. I was, like, doing some editing, grunt work. Let me see, where the fuck is my folder? Okay. I got 8 videos written and recorded, and the audio is edited already. I just need to find the footage and or record footage. For some of them, I do need to record my own footage, and I'm like, ugh, I instantly lost motivation to do it. I'm not gonna lie with you. Josh, what's up, man? Yeah, that's exactly right, Ozzy. That's exactly right. Hoopalite, what's up? I do love the new Switch Pro. Switch 2 Pro. But, like, I don't trust, like, Bluetooth on PC. So, I do want... And, like... So, right now, the dongle for this one is plugged into the Mister. So, that's how we're gonna play Mister today. I was thinking of playing, the PC port of Ocarina. You wire... Okay, gotcha. I used to do wired all the time on PC. Bluetooth on Windows is just a fucking nightmare. See, I mean, I always say, okay, be serious and just plug your wire in, you know? Don't be a fucking pussy. But sometimes I'm also a pussy. Sometimes I'm also a baby. Okay, so short form shit is coming out eventually. We got that going on. I gotta record the next backlog battle. If you don't know, maybe I can show you guys. Let's see, actually. Dude, I wish... Okay. Display capture, let's see. Bam. Oh god. No, dude, they've been here. They've been here. Banning you into the Shadow Realm. Okay. Guys, the fucking... My monitor setup is pissing me off so much, man. It should work. It all should work so perfectly, but it doesn't. Okay. So, for those who don't know, I have a monthly series called Backlog Battle. You can either become a YouTube member, you can also become a Ko-fi member. You see the Ko-fi link over here. Or you can become a Twitch sub and, any of those three things, you know, as a YouTube member, I guess is the most convenient because you can just go to the YouTube page and like select the shit like that. But if you're a Ko-fi member or a Twitch sub, you can go to the Discord, discord.ziabro.com. And then there will be a channel called Habibi Content. And that's where you can watch my monthly reviews, my monthly backlog battles. The next one will be on Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm recording that very soon. So that will be the April episode. I got one more rant cooking as well. I'm gonna record that soon. If you don't know, you can go to my Ko-fi page and request a rant. Oops. Oh god. That's very incestuous. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry, I gotta do the self-promo. I haven't formally announced this yet. Here you can, like, go to shop, request a rant, and I'll rant about a topic of your choice for you. Just for you. Okay. Let me see it. Oh yeah, you don't need to see that. Boom. Boom. I'm a fucking stupid idiot. There you go. What was I saying? We got the Discord, self-promo. Oh yeah, I haven't formally announced this, but I was thinking if we can get to 100 shareholders, you see the number at the bottom here. It says shareholders. Shareholders means YouTube member, Twitch sub, Ko-fi member. I was thinking if we can get to 100, I will do a full Dante Must Die playthrough of DMC3. That sounds like kind of a fun idea. If you want to make it happen, consider it. Consider supporting me. I set 100 as like a goal for like, okay, you know what? If we hit this, I would get monthly payouts on Twitch and YouTube most likely. It wouldn't be exactly enough to live with, right? But it would put it would remove a lot of the pressure on me. So I could keep doing this. And I announced on the Discord as well. I mentioned a couple times, my next big video will be Resident Evil Mercenaries 5 and 6 analysis. Still working on that. I to be honest, I haven't done anything on it recently. I feel like the discourse there was the big Electric Underground video on the Resident Evil Mercenaries modes across all the games. But I think he still left a lot of ground kind of uncovered in that video. And especially the fact that, okay, with RE, you really have 3 different Mercenaries modes. You have RE5 Vanilla, Reunion, and RE6, right? And that's not even counting No Mercy, which, I mean, whatever. So now that I've realized, oh, I should cover that as well extensively, and now I need to do like a full playthrough of RE5 on like an Xbox 360, like, to get the most authentic original experience, you know? So that's gonna happen eventually, but I haven't really been able to dedicate time to it. I don't think, let me look at my calendar actually. Cause like end of this week, I'm actually gonna be in Berlin, for like a little lecture that I'm giving, which is pretty crazy. And then I got a bunch of other shit going on. Ooh, this week is pretty fucking packed, actually. I mean, tomorrow, hopefully, I'm working on those shorts. And I'm gonna keep grinding the games that I gotta grind. Maybe end of the month, I can put some serious time to, like, scripting the video. We'll see. But, like, I wouldn't counter that super soon, to be honest, after the Shadow video. And yeah, other than that, I finished Pragmata. I'm gonna review Pragmata, and there's another game that I finished. Oh, I finished A Link to the Past again recently. I played through that. I I'm gonna cover those games, those two games, for the for the May episode of Backlog Battle. It's gonna be on my master's thesis topic. So, God, it's a little complicated, but like I was looking into sort of formal analysis of like challenging games and the components of challenge and ways to sort of formally analyze it. The word I came up with for this idea is push and pull. I call it the push and pull method. Obviously, push and pull is a pretty loaded idiom in the English language. Yeah. So that's what the thing is. I'm presenting on Sunday. I still haven't done the actual presentation. I need to actually get on that. That's gonna take up a lot of my time this week. And like the travel, like I took care of the travel logistics today. I had to get like a layover in Berlin. The actual thing is in Leipzig. Leipzig is like an hour away from Berlin, train ride. I got somebody to offer me a layover in Berlin for like 2 nights. The fruit is, I was like really heavily considering it actually. I was really considering it. And I haven't abandoned the idea. It's definitely something that I think is in the cards. But like I haven't really thought about how to do it yet. I haven't figured that out yet. Yeah. A Link to the Past. I'm playing through GTA 4 right now as well. That's probably also gonna land in the May episode of Backlog Battle. So yeah, guys, okay. We got all that. The other thing I want to talk about before we start playing Ocarina is freaking remake discourse. Okay, my iPad is like dying over here. I'm using the iPad as like a third screen. This is craziness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to set up the bullshit. I want to set up like bot reminders to tell people, hey, go to Discord, all that bullshit. But yeah, okay, let's see it. Actually, no, wait. So there's 2 videos that I've been thinking about. There's one that came out recently. I can never spell their freaking name. I can never remember their name on YouTube. Video game remakes. It's crazy. So many people have been talking about this shit. So there was the Neril video, which is terrible. I'm sorry, it's not good at all. The issue with the actually let me hit the record button so I can put this on YouTube. Hello YouTube, say hello YouTube in chat. So there's been a weird amount of remake discourse lately. I want to say it kind of started with the Neril video, the recent Neril video. There may have been other people who did sort of similar, all-encompassing shit in the past. There was this, I don't know how to say this person's name, but this one came out recently. You see, they're not too far apart. And then also there was a response by Ratatosker, which I think was actually my favorite take on the subject. Yeah. Now, if you remember, I've actually also done my own videos on remakes and re-releases and all that shit. So, I mean, this is... Oh, yeah, I've got a couple of them. My most recent take, really, was... I think I used I used a very provocative title where I said, yeah, video game preservation is easy actually. I think the title for this video that you're watching right now is gonna be some like I don't give a fuck about video game preservation anymore. It's funny because the remake conversation and the preservation conversation, they're always intermingling like that. It feels like they're always very interacting very closely with each other. And a general tenor that I kind of got from the Yakok video, the real cost of video game remakes, is sort of this idea that, okay, you have remakes that like they're conservative to the point that it feels like they're trying to be a replacement of the original. They're trying to offer a similar enough experience while updating certain parts of it. And that the shortcomings of those types of remakes are much more painful, considering that the original versions, I mean, Yakuza 2 obviously is a really prominent example, or Yakuza 1 and 2. The shortcomings of a game like Kiwami are much more painful because a game like Yakuza 1 or 2 is not readily available. Now, to be honest with you, oh yeah, there was the Gaming Bit video as well. That was pretty good, actually. I agree with that one. The reason why I say I don't give a fuck about preservation is that it's a purely altruistic concern, right? Real Ziad OGs will know that when the Kiwami games came out, I put a lot of energy into telling people, hey, maybe play the originals, because like Kiwami is like not really it. And it's funny because like a lot of the, yeah, dude, Sasha, that's crazy that they when Kiwami, that tells you, okay, they do see it as a replacement, right? They do see the two products as in competition. Yakuza 3 original and Kiwami 3. Obviously, they would rather sell you Kiwami 3. And to facilitate that, they remove Yakuza 3 from Steam. Insanity. Disgusting, right? I think that warrants outrage. However, the reason I say I don't really care about it, again, I was just telling the story. If you remember, there was hard battle lines when Kiwami came out. There was like purists like me, who also known as elitists, right? We were called elitists back then. Who were like, oh my god, you're gatekeeping the series, and you're being ridiculous, and the remakes are easy entry point into the series, blah blah blah. Why are you gatekeeping? Why are you gatekeeping? And it's funny because now that the series has expanded so much in terms of its audience, I feel like people who now have an attachment to Yakuza 3, now they can be negative about Kiwami 3, right? They sort of have... It feels like something... It feels like the support for Yakuza 1 and 2 wasn't there because guess what? Nobody fucking played those games, right? So now that the situation kind of has expanded, right? Now that Yakuza 3 is a game that a lot of newer Yakuza fans got to experience organically with the Steam version, with the PS4 version, or even the PS3 version, which is also an HD console, right? Not that far away. Now they got to experience what sort of I felt like back in the day, right? Now, all this to say, again, I used to be someone who put a lot of energy into this idea of preservation and this idea of guiding people toward the best experience. And throughout my experience doing that sort of shit, it's become very apparent that like, oh my god, it's a waste of fucking effort. People don't appreciate it. People will not listen to you. And why am I even exhausting that kind of, why am I even expending that kind of energy when it's not even about me, right? It's not to my own benefit. It's to the benefit of like an imaginary person that will read my tweets, that will watch my videos, that that will listen to my advice. Ultimately, like, yes, I can make all those arguments, but like, who am I really trying to convince, right? Who am I really trying to benefit? I'm not benefiting myself by doing that, right? And I've just learned, okay, it's a waste of energy. I have no reason to really care about how other people experience certain series or, the iPad shit is just not working. Okay, whatever. It's a purely altruistic concern. And again, that's why I was able to say, yeah, I don't give a fuck about preservation in that other video that you just saw. Okay, there's no way I can make this work without the iPad also working. I'm sorry, guys. Wait, this is gonna be really annoying. Okay. So from there, the take that kind of emerges is that, okay, well, if I don't care how other, like, I know I'm a purist, right? I know that remakes are not synonymous with the original games. I already know that. I don't need to be taught this information, right? I already know I wanna, as best as possible, just play the OG version, probably on original hardware. I have that passion for it. I buy original hardware. I have a Mister, right? We're about to play Ocarina of Time on a Mister, right? Like, I have that enthusiasm for it. I will bring up the resources to make that happen for myself. For everybody else, I'm like, okay, like, do what makes you happy. Why would I give a fuck? Because the nihilistic perspective on it is, I know the big evil companies, they will never do it as well as like the homebrew community, for example, right? They will never do as good of a job with a re-release as, yeah, I'm just gonna get an actual N64 or an actual PS2, get an upscaler, play it that way, or even use an emulator, you know, if you're like that. It will never be as good or as comprehensive, right? If Yakuza 1 or 2, if they got an HD port to Steam, I mean, even consider the fact that Yakuza 3 and 4 have so much busted shit about them in the Steam version. The 60 FPS upgrade causes a lot of issues. That could happen to Yakuza 1 or 2, right? Or they could fuck up the visuals in some other way, right? And that was their one shot to re-release those games. And sure, for a lot of people, it might be serviceable, but you still did not, hold up your end of the bargain of like, yeah, okay, we want a perfect fucking re-release, a perfect version of this game, like, continuously available. It's just not happening. So the Ratatoskr video, I'm not even gonna get into the narrow thing because like that's ridiculous, but he makes an interesting distinction between three types of remakes. He calls them, I guess, the true remakes, like full artistic reimaginings, and he obviously has remasters as well, right? As another form, and then there's hybrids / replacements. I actually like the word hybrid because, oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. If you want me to be able to afford a new computer so I can like do a multi-screen setup more easily, you know where to go. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Actually, God, I don't know. Anyway, he initially, when he starts out in the video, he uses the word hybrid to talk about remakes that, and again, the actual sort of definition part is a little sketchy in this video. The reason I like the word hybrid is because it usually refers to games that like, stick to certain aspects really closely, and then swap out other parts, right? So what I mean by that, for example, is, okay, you have you can think of a game, you can think of a game as like 3 components. You can have the code, right? The code, gameplay, game design, whatever, all that shit. You can think of the structure. So how things are arranged, how things are sequenced. The sequence of events, types of events and scenarios that exist. And then also assets, right? I guess you could sort of consider code, you could consider assets an umbrella term, and then code is also a type of asset, I guess, if you want to be really pedantic, but I'm specifically talking about like music, sound, visuals, that sort of shit. And these hybrid / replacement remakes, usually they stick to either the code or the structure really closely, and then replace the assets, right? So the Blue Point stuff, one-to-one code, but then new assets sort of around it. And the structure also hasn't changed. I think stuff like the Crash Insane trilogy is very weird and interesting because clearly it does not use the original code, but sticks to the structure one-to-one, right? It's like recreating the game sort of by eye, right? And that's why, again, it's really hard to get a clear definition of those types of remakes, because, again, I think, like, spiritually, something like the Crash Insane trilogy, you would sort of place it with the Blue Point stuff. But then really, in terms of approach, it's not actually that similar. Now, the thing that Ratatosker is saying in this video, that I've tried and failed to show you because my iPad is dying, is that these hybrid remakes are the ones that deserve the most scrutiny. Because they're leeching off of an existing product and, like, trying to sell you a thing on the premise that, like, it's an authentic recreation of a thing, even though it's not, right? And I do agree with that take. I do fuck with that. And I like this section. God, I wish I could show you the video, but, like, he for example, he gives something like FF7 Remake a pass, relatively speaking. He explains that, okay, I would say a game like FF7 Remake is bad art. I don't like it. I think it's a bad game. But at least it's art, right? At least it's artistically distinct. Now, if you know me, you know I have a huge issue with a game like FF7 Remake because it has this, like, super incestuous kind of perverse relationship with the original. Like, that is something that really bothers me. But ultimately, I do think his point is correct. And, yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything more on that? I guess it's just this conflation. I feel like remakes almost shouldn't matter in the like preservation availability conversation. I feel like a lot of people, they jump to this take of, like, okay, the remake has the license to do whatever the fuck it wants, as long as a good version, good, accurate, faithful version of the game already exists somewhere that's readily available. And I don't know why that should matter. I feel like, ultimately, with that rhetoric, you're always chaining yourself to the market reality, right? You're making yourself a slave to, like, what is available in the market and, like, to how the market is catering to you. When really, and I talked about this in my video, in my video game preservation is easy actually video, that if you really care about games on that level, you should understand that, okay, every game, because it's digital, it's very easily preserved already by the homebrew community. And at some point, you should just say, okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna let myself be held back by what's officially available in storefronts. I should just go out and seek out the games myself. And I feel like once you understand that, all these conversations become so quaint, you know? Yeah. And that's why I don't give a fuck about preservation. I don't give a fuck about availability of games because it doesn't concern me personally. If I want to play a game, I will find a way to play it. Okay, let me catch up with chat. That was a big fucking rant. I will say I saw this comparison between Yakuza 2 and Kiwami 2. The scene where Kiryu gets stabbed, and in Yakuza 2 original, it's like insanely fucking cinema and peak, and the directing is on fucking fleek. And seeing how they butchered in Kiwami 2, and like having this understanding that, oh my god, this is how people are gonna play it, right? It did bother me. I know I said I don't give a fuck, and I shouldn't give a fuck, and you shouldn't give a fuck, but it did fucking bother me. It was like, oh my god, I cannot fucking believe it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I mean, I feel like this sort of shit is like, I mean, I think I was reacting to that video and I said, okay, you're just automating a game that's like already very shallow, you know? Like, the automation is just showing how shallow the game was. Jacket from Trades, what's up? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's so many games. Like, why would we even start to make the argument that, like, oh my god, we need to make everything super available, blah, blah, because we should understand that it will never happen. It will never be fully comprehensive. Like, at some point, you have to realize that you will not get anywhere unless you already make like, as soon as you start saying, I'm gonna have to emulate something like Berserk PS2, or I'm gonna have to, like, hack my PS2 or something, right? You may as well go the next step, the next logical step, and say, okay, might as well emulate or play on original hardware every single game that exists, right? I don't know. See, I mean, obviously, I'm open to, like, games having their issues fixed, right? If they make a 60 FPS version of God Hand, for example, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump on that shit immediately, right? You can still be open to, like, whatever, but that's the thing. It's predicated on the idea that the market comes up with a good product, you know? They need to convince me to buy it. Yeah, the Neo Geo shit, I mean, obviously Saudi Arabia, very problematic, but I do think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think MGS Delta, that's another example where it is a weird mishmash. Because, like, even the code is, like, not one-to-one, right? But it's sorta is there? It's a new game. It's a different game. They just remade it from scratch, kind of. And, like, I think they were trying to be close to the original, but, like, obviously when you're recreating it by eye, you're not gonna get there 100%. It's also that I think it's a Unity game, and they just use the default Unity, like, collision spheres, and they're spherical, right? They're not edged off. So that caused a lot of issues. Yeah. Tim, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm covering my own fucking face. I fuck with that. See, it's crazy that the discourse is still at such an underdeveloped level. I remember when Resident Evil 2 came out, and, the remake, and like the fact that like it completely changes the camera, completely changes the visuals, completely changes the mechanics, right? It wasn't enough for a lot of people to be seen as a distinct game, you know? There's still a bunch of fucking people who are like, yeah, it's like the same game, right? I don't need to play the original. And it's that specific situation is really annoying because it's extra annoying because Resident Evil 2 Remake is the better game. I do like it way more than the original. But I don't want to like concede the idea that like, oh yeah, it makes the original redundant. Like the original, even if it's a worse game, it's still like a distinct artistic product that like should be like historically considered and like historically interesting and something you should play. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I will say the Paper Mario thing. Dennis was up, by the way. Wait, oops. I will say I saw way too many people hate though. I saw a lot of people like reflexively hate on the visuals for the Paper Mario thing, even though it looked really good. I thought honestly it was a pretty spirited adaptation of the visuals. Now obviously the 30 FPS is like a shame, but yeah. I did. That's news to me. What's up, my man? Yeah, that's the thing. Like again, like I said, it's all up to the market, right? You have to just come up with a good product. Pill shaped. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Pill shaped. And what's going on, man? Yeah, it's just like I'm so tired of having that kind of discourse, you know? It's just so fucking low level and silly. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're literally available on GOG, the Resident Evil games, yeah. It's like, And like, I guess maybe the conclusion I'm gonna leave off with is you can protect people from themselves, you know? Like, I know people are gonna download the GOG versions and then play them like in shitty upscaled vision, right? Instead of the original like 240p res. And it's gonna look horrible, right? And you can't protect people from themselves. You know, I can't just babysit people all day to like curate how they're gonna experience like fucking every game ever made. Ugh. Okay, I think that's it. Thank y'all for listening to my rants. Dude, the fucking... Okay, just to explain, I have an ultra-wide monitor that's like, it's 32 by 9. So it's like two monitors, two 60 by 9 monitors next to each other. And it actually has a picture-by-picture mode. I can use it as if it were two separate monitors. And the idea is that I have, like, I have my MacBook output two images, one on the left, one on the right, and then you see the one on the right. That's sort of the basic idea. And then what's on the right, I can switch it, like, with a button press. I can switch to my, console capture card, right? That's the basic idea. Except, for some reason, it doesn't want to display, my MacBook correctly. And that's why I'm always struggling with, like, desktop streaming. It's so fucking annoying. Let me see if I can get the iPad working again, because I do kind of need that. And then, dude, the Mac. I just need a different. I need a new Mac, dude. I need a desktop Mac. Because the other, I actually did get like a second screen, a really cheap one, to plug into my MacBook. So I can. Oh my god, it's not working again. Why? It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make fucking sense. The problem is I had a bandwidth issue. Like, the MacBook could not really run the screens at, like, the right resolution. Will Luigi, what's up? Yeah. Well, even then, it's like, you can get, like, a modded PS4 and play it that way. You can, like, torrent it if you have a modded PS4. And, like, that's the thing. Eventually, with every PlayStation, right? With every new console, you have to get a modded one at some point, right? As soon as it becomes redundant. Okay, guys. We're gonna play Ocarina of Time today. That's what's gonna happen. There's a reason I'm playing it. It's not really for this channel. There's like some other type of content that I'm doing for the game. But maybe I'll probably do at least a backlog battle on Ocarina. But yeah, that's why I picked it for Potential Man Monday. I'll show you in a second, Dio. I mean, this is the only physical version that I own currently in a box anyway. Okay, man. For those who don't know, oh my god, I can't. God damn it. Maybe. Okay, let me try some. Wait. Oh, I have the MacBook plugged in. If I press the button. Okay, let's see. Let me bring back the music while we're getting set up. I guess I could. Okay, that works. Whatever. It's good enough. Okay. See, this shit is 30 hertz now. And 30 hertz it works for some reason. That should not be an issue, but it is. Okay, anyway. Oh, you like it? Damn, okay. Okay, man. I'm very skeptical. I'm very... I'm expecting to have some feelings. Wait. Okay. God, this is so scuffed. This whole setup. This is so scuffed. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. Oh my god. I mean, I'm trying to play it like as legit as possible, kind of. Unfortunately. Why? Oh yeah. So if you don't know, this is Potential Man Monday. Potential Man Monday, where we rank games based on their potential every week. Potential to do what? I don't know exactly. I've since finished Pragmata. I have not finished Anthology of the Killer yet, but I'm happy with this ranking so far. So we'll see where Ocarina of Time slots in. Now, like I said, this is the only version that I own currently. Physically. However, we will be playing the N64 version on the Mister. However, that's also with a little caveat because we're playing a ROM hack just a really subtle ROM hack, nothing crazy. Ocarina of Time Redux is what it's called. And I think all it does is like faster text and better menus and shit, you know. And like faster block pushing, like just like really minor shit, you know. Yeah. Do I have the latest version? I think so. I think so. Now I was, yeah, it has iron boots on D-pad. Tim, exactly. I totally agree. I totally fucking agree. So yeah, let's fucking do it. Wait, I'm gonna switch over. Okay. Boom. Now obviously I am aware of the actually wait, yeah. Of Ship of Harkinian, the PC port, which is pretty cool. But I kind of, for this purpose, I kind of want to go as like OG as possible. Oh wait, this is a Freudian game. Oh wait, I can't hear the game. Okay, now I can hear the game. Can you guys hear the game? You should be able to hear the game. Turn my shit up. Turn my shit up. That's so real. When I was in America, I did like co-op randomizer, and I was streaming to the boys like in 120 FPS on my MacBook, and everyone was like, "You're fucking disgusting for doing this. I hate you." But I thought that's the thing. I thought I needed to experience it at 20 FPS. Guys, this is maximum volume. Is this good like this, or should I turn it down a little bit? Obviously, it goes down when I speak, but yeah. Volume is good. Maybe I'll do like 20% less. I made it a little slightly quieter, just in case. Just in case y'all are lying. Okay. I'm gonna get my morpher mode real quick, just to triple check all the settings. So this is Mr. FPGA plugged into the PixelFX morph. Ooh, wait, I don't need to. Hell yeah. Fire. PixelFX morph, Mr. FPGA HDMI input. So 240p scaled to 4K. Obviously you're seeing, on my screen it's 4K, on your end it's 1080p, but like, that's also pretty clean scale. Yeah, like, dude, I mean, this is, even as cynical as I mean, I grew up with this game, right? I could be very cynical, like, this is a fucking unkslop. Poor man, it is literally the poor man's Retroting 4K. But works for me, you know, fucking works for me. Dude, literally the Retroting, it would for twice the price. And like, for fucking what? I will say I have one little, I have the bilinear blur toggle. Well, look, I can show you guys the difference with it. Actually, yeah. This is actual output from N64. This is what that would look like. If you get the cleanest possible output from like N64 GPU, and this is like one little hack that you can do to make it sharper. There's like an artificial sort of anti-aliasing on top of the image. Hell yeah. I mean, I think scaling 1080p to 4K is still kind of worth it. Honestly, the difference is a little marginal though. I still use it with like PS3 and stuff. Just to get like really sharp pixels. I don't know if the chant is gonna be in it. I guess I'm gonna find out like very, very late into the game. Okay. So in Zelda games, I always type in my own name. I don't know about y'all. I'm not one of those guys that types in Link. Like, I love myself. I would fuck myself. I love my personality. I have a personality. You know, I don't need to be Link. Yeah. No, the morph is really fucking good. The morph is really good. DXNDE, what's up? Any plans for our beach gen content? You put me on the spot a little bit. It's kind of on hiatus right now. Let me put it that way. I don't know when we'll resume. There's some stuff going on. I don't want to say too much. Yeah. The Legend of Ziat. I'll say I can't promise that I'll be on future Beach Gen episodes. I don't know yet. I really don't know yet. I'm not actively working on it. Personally. Well, thank you for asking. Thank you for giving a shit, you know? The text is way fun. The text is way fucking faster. Honestly, hot take. 20 FPS. It's not really bothering me that much. Like, at least it's evenly frame paced. Because like 20 divides, like you can divide 60 by 20, and that's fine. Yeah, it's an even integer. So obviously, I mean, it does look a little crazy. Oh, Knub is not a Ocarina guy, right? He's like a Majora's Mask guy. Well, I'm kind of similar, to be honest with you. So I have an OG N64 controller that I could plug in. With like the adapter and all the shit, you know? But I didn't want to fuck with the cable, so I'm just gonna use this. I did set it up. Can't process more than 20 FPS anyway. So true. I did set it up so that it should be fairly intuitive. But we'll see if I struggle with this controller. See, this is a thing already, immediately, right? When I played this as a kid on N64, I had no fucking idea this was like pre-rendered. I had no idea this was like a 2D image. And like, when you see it like this, you can't really tell, because like, Link is the same resolution as the background, you know? Whereas if you look at all the modern versions that scale it to like 480p minimum, or even higher, obviously it's gonna look fucked up. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the NSO controller is really good. I do like that. But yeah, I have a snack adapter from my mister. I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I thought her hair was blonde because of my colorblindness. I see now. Now that I know it's green, I can kind of see the green. But yeah, this feels good on this controller. Okay, cool. Wait, I don't know. Y'all know this one? Y'all know this? Yeah. Oh, I will say, hang on. You see, like, the dithering patterns? Oh, yeah. The little dithering patterns. I guess you could... If I... Oh, de-dither? Oh, wow. So this is, like, PlayStation 1 coded. Original. If I do this... It does the dithering... It does improve the dithering a little bit, but I do like it sharper. Wait. Oh yeah, you can do this one. I don't really care about. What's this? Okay. Noise dither. Texture filter. Oh yeah! Oh my god, this is PlayStation 1 edition. That's crazy. Okay. We don't need that. Rock solid 20 FPS, Digital Foundry, John Linneman, Richard Ledbetter. A path-traced version of Ocarina of Time. Compelling stuff, isn't it? John, take it away. Oliver, what do you reckon? Yeah, Hypercam, Bandicam. What's another DF classic? What else do they say? What else does Rich say? Alright, let's crack on with the show. Consider subscribing on the off chance that you enjoyed it. The frame pacing is rock solid. The teraflops are being put to such good work so early on in 3D games. Oh, in Ship of Arcanian, they have a fun little option where, instead of like this ugly 2D Link, you can just see his animated 3D model, and they will actually cycle between different poses. In the Ship of Arcanian PC port. It's pretty cool. If it's a single frame drop, once an hour, it's not flawless. Oscar, what's up? Is the remake confirmed? Not confirmed. Confirmed. It's not officially announced. Oh, I need to... Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I need to change the... stream category. Ocarina of Time. There you go. Bam. Got that. It's not officially confirmed by Nintendo. And to be honest, so the guy who leaked it, Nate Drake, he was wrong. He said Star Fox would be announced end of April, or by the end of April. Where's the announcement? So you know, take that as you will with regard to his credibility. I guess I still think it's real. I still think the remake and the Star Fox game are both real, but I guess we'll see. Evo C, what's up? Oh, I'm playing. No, this is not on PC, dude. This is on Mister. This is not the PC version. If I did play the PC version, I would play at a higher frame rate. So, okay, Fishy Ashby, what's up? Okay, guys, do you want to know a scoop? There's a little scoop that I heard. I can't tell you my source. I did hear that the remake, the Ocarina of Time remake, is being developed by Virtuous. So the same studio that did Snake Eater and Oblivion Remastered and all that shit. I have it on very good authority. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And like that's not public information. Like that's not been spread around too much. So you heard it from me first, I guess. Wait, I can't even kill this guy without the... I'm so stupid. Yeah. And to be honest, I mean, on the one hand, I was a little skeptical when I heard this, when I was told this. Yeah, Delta. Magic Style Delta. I don't want to believe it. See, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, yeah, it makes sense, yeah. Because it would mean, okay. Because, like, Virtuous, the way they're doing it is that they're shopping around to every developer. Like, hey, we got this Unreal Engine wrapper that we can put over your existing code very easily. The code base for Ocarina is, like, pretty up-to-date, considering they did the 3DS version already, you know? So, and like the 3DS version, they already fixed a bunch of stuff in the code, I think. So I feel like it was an easy candidate for that type of shit. This is better. I mean, it's better than Forever Entertainment, I guess. But yeah. I really don't like the way Oblivion or Snake Eater look, so, I'm not eating. We're not eating, dude. Honestly, the thing is, I just wanted the 3DS version, 60 FPS, on the Switch. That's it. That's all I wanted. Like, 4K, 60 FPS, that's it. That's all I needed. But... because especially, I think 3DS games on Switch are very interesting. Because, like, those games are just not easy to play on a TV. I feel like there's a unique value to that, supporting them. So that's... I want to see more of that. I want to see more 3DS ports to Switch. Yes, I mean, I would expect... I mean, it's Nintendo, right? So they probably have to... follow a good amount of directions and shit. I don't think Nintendo will let them just make it like look like Oblivion. Oh wait. Nandos is up, yeah. I guess I don't need the fucking... the stick bag. I really want Shin Megami Tensei 4 on the Switch. Like, that's such a beautiful fucking game. The fucking art design, the level design of that game is so fucking sick. God, I need some kind of solution to play 3DS games on TV. Like, all those capture card solutions are just not it, man. I did fuck around with it. So OG, I want to say I played it for like 5 hours. But I didn't get that far. Redux, I got a little farther. The thing is, when I played Redux, I was way more critical. I think when I played Strange Journey Original, I was like, okay, this is hard, and, oh, I imported the game literally from Canada on my to play my 3DS. Beyond, what's up? See, I just don't like the fact that, like, I'm playing through a weird, like, USB connection. Like, the capture cards, I feel like they only make sense for capture. You know, they don't make sense for, like, I'm gonna play the game on TV, which is what I actually want. So, Strange Journey, I was pretty negative on Redux, and I feel like I would now have the same feelings on the original, because the script was like one of the worst parts to me about it in Redux, the English script. It's like very melodramatic and like really awkwardly written, and I was surprised to learn that it was the same in the original. They did not really make many changes. Yeah, I think the loopy ones, they're the same technology. So that's why I think I'm gonna wait for some kind of consolizer mod. I don't know too many 3DS games that aren't JRPGs or typical Nintendo stuff. It's crazy. I mean, I feel like Gyro wouldn't necessarily be, like, worse or better than, like, Stylus. I don't know. I don't know, the thing is, when this kind of stuff comes out, I'm always skeptical about it. Okay, the tutorials, oh my god, dude. Oh, the Fritos, that's a good point. The Bravely Default shit was like, ugh, that was ugly. That was bad. That was really bad. Oops, fuck. Let me go through chat. This is a very exciting game so far. I think with Strange Journey, the other thing was just the repetition of the combat just really got to me, and like it's such a. The thing is, the SMT games are kind of grind-heavy games. You know, if you, not in the sense of like EXP grinding, but in the sense of, okay, you gotta. In Strange Journey especially, they put so many extra steps to like recruiting demons and shit. If you really want to have access to like this nice amount of options, you have to spend a lot of time like with the trial and error. I'm gonna go through the dialogue tree, all that bullshit. It was really annoying. Yeah. There was development, so there were 2 independent DS consolizer projects. Chili, what's up? There were 2 independent DS consolizer projects. I think one was done by the same guy that like did the GBA consolizer, but he hasn't updated in a while. And the other one was done by a guy called Postman, and he unfortunately passed away. Very suddenly, very tragically. So I don't know. For those who don't know, there's this thing called the GBA consolizer where, you know, it does what it says. Like you take the GBA motherboard and then you connect it to like this other board that adds HDMI out and a controller input. Oh my god! Beyond, thank you for the membership. Thank you so much. That's another shareholder on the statistic. Bam. Actually, wait, is that a sub or yeah. Ooh. Let me see. Nice. Welcome another shareholder into the fold. I think negotiation is so hard to get right as a mechanic.
How much
I really-
does the Earth cost?
Solid Cloud, thank you for the sub.
I'm gonna buy the entire Earth and be king.
Thank you so much for the sub. That's another shareholder. My alerts are very quiet. What the fuck did I want to say? Yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising is one where I'm really curious how it holds up. SMG4 is one where I'm really curious how it holds up. I'm a little nervous about like the loot slop allegations for Kid Icarus. But we'll see. Oh, there was a rumor today that... Oh, I'm stupid. There was a rumor today that, like, 343 are working on a thing. Like Halo 2 and 3. Which, that's so sad. What are your thoughts on Sin Punishment 2? Fucking fire. Fire game. I think I like it more than the original. I don't know if I have super deep thoughts on it. It's just a really good game. That's the thing. I remember I thought Nocturne felt so... It didn't have, like, the spontaneity of some of the other games. It wasn't, like, as funny to me as, like, some of the other games. But then I go to, like, Strange Journey. It was, like, so fucking annoyingly random. So, I don't know. Dalma, what's up, man? Whether I have the potential to become a man, I'm getting on HRT tomorrow. So we'll hope for the best. See, with Kid Icarus, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I played it. Oops. I played it in kind of a bitch-made way. I did stylus in the air, and on the ground I did like. What did I do on the ground? I did like, move with the stick, with the circle pad, and aim with the face buttons. I played like Peace Walker style. Oh, damn. I know, isn't like the specific type of testosterone, like DTH or something, that like makes you bald? Once I can afford it, I'll do oral, minoxidil, and finasteride. I'm at the point where if I start finasteride now, I'm fine, yeah? If I start now, I'm fine. Oh, fuck. It's not loot stuff like Borons, okay. Ooh, Devil Survivor is a totally different thing. That's like a strategy RPG. And Devil Summoner is a very classic SMT game. Very straight-laced SMT game. It's like... first-person dungeon crawler, yeah. It sort of is like the most similar thing to like Strange Journey or something, yeah. I don't love the inverted aim, but I can get used to it. Isn't there... I feel like there was some motion with, like, Devil Summoner translation or something. There was, like, a lot of SMT translations recently, I think. Wasn't there? Like, there was the PSP remake of the Saturn... Like, Devil Summoner is a Saturn game. And then there was a PSP port of it. And, 231. And I think the PSP port got like a translation or something. I don't know. What was the DS one? So on DS had Strange Journey and it had Devil Survivor. Those were the two SMT games on the DS. Dude, I hadn't thought about SMT in so long, man. My SMT phase is like so behind me. Maybe I'll kick back in. Yeah, maybe I'll go back to the Omi. Sacrifice your hearts. That is a cool system. Are we feeling the potential? Honestly, I'm kind of... One up the stream, what's up? Soul Hackers is the sequel. There's also OG Devil Summoner. I know Soul Hackers was on Saturn. Maybe the OG was not on Saturn. I don't remember, dude. Oh, Devil Survivor 2 was also on... Yeah, I got kind of confused, but yeah, that was also on the DS. And then they both got remakes on the 3DS. Edgy teens have demons on the... That's Devil Survivor. That's Survivor. I don't like those games that much, to be honest with you. As far as the potential of this game, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. It's like very... I'm like... Literally, it's a brainless activity right now. I'm like, I remember this fucking dungeon so well that, like, I'm just totally going through the motions. Do you have a favorite Zelda dungeon? That's a good question, man. I feel like you know, I think Water Temple is like a sophisticated answer. I feel Stone Tower probably a sophisticated answer, but I haven't played them in so long that I can't really tell you. Honestly, Tears and Breath, they had some bangers. Ooh, oh, you know what? The fucking Gerudo dungeon in Breath of the Wild, that shit is fire. That one was really fucking good. That was really, really good. Also, I love Hyrule Castle in Breath of the Wild. In Tears of the Kingdom, let me think. Wait, honestly, in Tears of the Kingdom, they're all like pretty decent. I don't think I like any of the ones in Twilight Princess, I'm not gonna lie with you. Oh, wow, my controller just turned off. Oh, I think my battery might be dead. Let's see. Bam. Vana Boris, that was the name, dude. That was it. Yeah, the Lightning Temple in Tears was also fucking... Dude, literally... When I went, like, through the ceiling with the scent shit, and, like, I came out outside, that shit blew my fucking mind. I could not believe it. I could not fucking believe it. Like, think about the fucking fact in Tears of the Kingdom, every interior that you find is actually... Like, when... Oh my god. When you go into a cave or a building or whatever, right? They actually accurately model the inside, you know? It is, and the outside is still there. You know? That is so nuts. That is so fucking nuts. I could not fucking believe that. Dude, fire game. Tears of the Kingdom was so good. Oh my god, good game. Good fucking game. I like the Temple of the Ocean King and Panorama Glass. That's a hot take, right? That's a spicy ass take. That's a gonna House on Fire take. Dude, Twilight Princess is bad dungeons, I'm sorry. Does this guy have anything? I don't like Twilight Princess at all, dude. I don't think that game holds up. I still haven't done the 60 FPS playthrough on the Switch 2. Hell yeah, dude. Tears of the fucking Kingdom, man. Great fucking game. Great fucking game. Oh yeah, okay, we see the faster block pushing with this ROM hack. I recently played through Link to the Past again. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I have like deep thoughts on it. I'm saving them for some other time. I would give it like a solid 7 out of 10. I'm kind of feeling like Zelda 1-2 might be the GOAT. I feel like low-key Link's Awakening, don't really like it. Link's Awakening is where the rigidity kind of started, you know, where it was really heavily adventure game coded. Link's Awakening obviously has like immaculate vibes. I'm not gonna deny that, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Wait, fuck. I think Link Between Worlds probably holds up. I feel like that game's fire. Can't really play that, yeah. You bitch! What? I think the dungeons are pretty solid in Link's Awakening, I'll say that. But the overworld is so bad, man. Oh my god, that's so annoying. So, okay, here's the deep take. Here's the fucking deep take. I'm gonna preview this take. I'm gonna beta test it here with y'all. So I read this book for my master's thesis called Half Real by Jesper Juul, or Jesper Juul with 2 U's, Juul, J-U-U-L. Oh wait, fuck. It's just very it's very rigid. It's very okay. Like this specific location can only be reached with this like insanely specific sequence of steps. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah. So the book is called Half Real. And it's about, you know, kind of like the intersection between the game world and the real world. But also it talks about games like very foundationally, you know? And one of the distinctions the book makes is like between games of emergence and games of progression. So he says that games of emergence, that's like the primordial form of games, right? Where through rule and system interactions, you get behavior and you get situations. And games of progression, that really started with games for home, right? When we moved away from arcades and when we had the ability to save. So, a wicked man of the desert. What's his skin color? Oh my god. Guys, how do we feel about the take that Tears of the Kingdom was racist? No. DeFritos, that's not necessarily it. Because, like... See, Deus Ex, for example, it has both elements of emergence and progression, right? It has, like, okay, rules and systems interacting, but it also has, okay, the story, at certain trigger points, like, I will unlock the next part of the game, kind of, right? Right, Nate, that's really interesting. In the strictest sense, no, but that is interesting. God, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so... I need to reread the passage again about this part, but the way he kind of describes it is like, imagine like a walkthrough for a game, like a written walkthrough, a guide. If the guide just explains the step-by-step, like, okay, you go here, you bring this item here, blah, 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 that's a game of progression. Versus a game of Emergence, you would actually have to explain, like, the strategy. Okay, how do I beat this boss? And, like, that's the thing. A boss in Ocarina of Time is sort of a weird intersection between progression and Emergence, right? They have, like, pretty rigid interactions that have to be, or steps that have to be met. Clashing game narrative. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. See, the deep thought that I have on a game like A Link to the Past is like, A Link to the Past is like the canon event in that intersection. Maybe not exactly the canon event, but it really is like, okay, you have so much adventure game shit, adventure game logic, where like, to progress, you have to meet these like very specific steps. Like, I was fucking amazed that, okay, the final dungeon, like, before Ganon's Tower, Turtle Rock, the boss, you need, like, an option, well, you need an item that you get in a random fucking cave to beat it. You need the Ice Rod, and yeah, the Ice Rod is not, like, an item that you normally get in the, sort of critical path of the game, right? It's just in a random cave somewhere. And, you just have to fucking know that, right? You just have to, like, try out every possible scenario. You have to, like, it's like, it's a thing that's, like, very specifically hinging on a prior event, right? That makes it kind of progression-based. And I feel like if you mix progression and, like, or to say it more kind of simplistically, action and adventure elements in such a, like, direct way, you get something very strange, you know? You get something very strange that doesn't really quite gel, in my opinion. Because the action elements of something like A Link to the Past are still pretty compelling, but it's always undermined by the adventure elements, you know? It's constantly undermined by the adventure elements. In my opinion. It's constantly like, okay, I can't really make logical decisions. It's like dumb shit. Like, okay, you have a sort of a branching path, a door to the north and a door to the west. If you go north, you will like be led through a sequence of rooms, and then the door closes behind you and you can't go back, right? And then you realize, oh, I need a key here, right? And guess what? The key, you would have gotten it from the door to the west. So you gotta circle back, because, again, the door closed behind you, right? You gotta circle back around, find a long way around. Go through the western door, get the key, and then go through the northern door, and then go to the door that you couldn't previously open. What I'm trying to say with that is, like, okay, you had this, like, ostensible decision, well, there's no way for you to logically make the correct choice, right? There's no way for you to know that the western door is the correct one. It's a random guess is the difference between, like, I'm wasting 5 minutes of my life or not, yeah? Oh yeah, Defritos, that's like perfect example, because literally the sea is just not worth exploring unless you already have all the shit, you know? And I feel like that makes the entire structure of the game, like, very suspect, you know? Guy Yahan, what's up, man? Honestly, I've seen that tech a couple times. I do kind of like the 3DS version, but I can understand it. Yeah. I feel like that's the thing. In progression games, you will always have inevitably like moments where there is no logical decision to be made. You know, it's gonna be trial and error. There's a hack now for Wind Waker. It's called, I think it's just called Better Wind Waker. where it's kind of like this, where they do like very subtle quality of life things, you know, faster text, faster sail, all that shit on GameCube. That's pretty cool. Wait, where the fuck is the thing? The thing is, the 3DS version, it does like very explicitly censor some stuff, which is like a little annoying. So I'm not sure how I feel about calling it a censorship, because like an example of censorship, because like it's a different game, yeah. Kind of a new game. Wait. Oh fuck. Now I gotta turn around again. Wait, that's not it. Okay, let's see what he has. I would have to replay the Triforce Shard hunt to like really have a take on that. I definitely remembered feeling kind of tedious. I think a lot of the content that you do, especially, is like not that great. Alex the X, what's up? This is on a Mister. This is on a Mister FPGA, which is sort of as close as you can get to real hardware without it being real hardware. It's Mister FPGA through a more 4K scaler. Through an Elgato 4K capture card. So this is like the setup of setups. I'm kind of fucking nasty with it. This is where I originally went. I do think this game has something where, like, the fact that you can get to Goron Town, right? Goron City, and it tells you it's Goron City, and you're like, what the fuck? This game has an ability to capture your imagination that I really appreciate. I think I'm going the wrong way. I think it's just like, I think Breath of the Wild kind of proved, right? Like, why have all the progression locks in the first place, right? Well, Breath of the Wild is the perfect proof that it doesn't make sense as a game design concept, yeah, in my opinion. Like, if you want to encourage free and open exploration, why? Because that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're creating this, like, really weird interaction between progression and rules. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Wait, how much was it? Was it like 30? It's like, when I'm interacting with the game, I'm trying to understand it as a rule-based system. And, like, let's say in this game, I see, the fucking rocks that are blocking me from entering Goron City, right? I see the rocks. And I'm like, well, okay, with my understanding of the game, I don't know how to get past the rocks, right? Is there a rule that I'm missing? Is there a technique that I'm missing? And then as you progress, you realize, no, you just haven't progressed yet. You need to unlock the bombs, right? To do that. Or you need to go, like, circle around in the order that the game wants you to. And I feel like that's just that's really awkward, you know? That's, like, inherently awkward and not very game-like, if you think about it. It's, like, really upending your expectation, or, like, your assumptions about how a game should work, right? I feel like, oh, like, when you think about traditional games, when you think about, like, basketball or something, right? Someone tells you the rules at the start, and then you know the rules, and it's like, okay, now I know everything I can do in this game, right? Whereas, like, if the game is just arbitrarily adding a new thing, like, a new stipulation, that doesn't really interact with, like, it doesn't emerge organically from things you've already learned, right? It's like, no, we've now introduced the bomb item. And now the bomb item allows you to like get past this roadblock. I find that very unsatisfying. And I find the Breath of the Wild... Oh, there's no rupee here. See, that's another... Okay, there was a rupee here. And there was a rupee up there. And you get a rupee... You get 5 rupees every time you jump over here, right? And I'm like, okay, what is the logic behind this happening every single time, but then the other rupee's not responding? Yeah. There's no logic. You know, it's just how they made the game. And yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. And that's why, again, Breath of the Wild, much more game-like. Breath of the Wild, okay, I know I can climb every single fucking wall. I get the bombs right at the start. Like, literally, the start of the game is just teaching you the rules, and then the rules never change. You know? And I think that's just much better design. Okay, I went on an insane rant. Let's see what the chat has to say on that. That's exactly it, the Fritos. That's exactly it. Like, that's the thing. You could make the same type of argument with The Witness, right? Like, why? If the goal is that, what you just said, why is not every game just like The Witness? Because The Witness is the rule-based way of giving you that experience. And it's way better, in my opinion. Okay, give me your shit. Oh, 40 rupees. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. That was super worth it. Don't you love Super Metroid? I do love Super Metroid. You got me. Okay. See, everything I just said, right? You have to consider, I said I like A Link to the Past, and I gave it a 7 out of 10. Right? Obviously, you can have these, like, sort of... corrosive elements in there that I'm not super fucking fond of. And still have a really great game. Right? Now, I want to say in Super Metroid, there is kind of a difference, though, right? I mean, there is very... there's very blatantly, okay, you have a green door, you need a super missile. You have a... I'm colorblind, I don't know the colors, but like you have a yellow door, you need a power bomb, right? Maybe it's the other way around. But even then, I feel like that's almost more elegant than Zelda, you know? That's like, okay. Because the symbolism, the aesthetic conveyance is like very... It is based in rules, right? The first door you see is blue, it opens with your laser. Then the next door you see is pink. You're like, okay, it doesn't open. What the fuck do I need? I need the missiles, right? And you're like, huh, okay, it plans to see that progressively I'm gonna get more and more items that will, like, allow me to deal with this obstacle. Like, they found a rule-based, sort of aesthetic way to justify the progression, kind of. And I kind of like that. That's not a huge difference between the games, but it is kind of a difference. But then also there's the fact that, like, so much of Super Metroid is based on fundamental rules and system interactions, right? Like, you can... The one I always come back to is, like... you have the hallway where you need the speed booster for the first time, kind of. Or, sorry, I think... Actually, you do need the speed booster, yeah. The gates come down. You go from left to right. The gates come down. You gotta pass through the gates before they come down, and you can only be fast enough for that if you have the speed booster. That's sort of the intended way, right? But what you realize is, like, there's a little trick called the mock ball, where you can roll sort of along the ground really fast in a ball, morph ball position. And what's crazy is that the gates, it's not like, oh, they put like an invisible wall there, invisible collision, and then just move the gates visually. No, the gates are actually physically moving like pixel by pixel. And because that's the case, you can roll under the gates with the mock ball. And you don't actually need the speed booster. And that's fucking genius, you know? Now, to be fair, Ocarina of Time kind of the same way. And Ocarina of Time, actually, they do have interactions like that, where you can, like, use the bomb to fucking blow yourself in a certain direction or whatever. Or you can, like, if you time... There's like, the warp with the... where you dive in the forest, and there's, like, some weird speedrunning shit there, right? It's just how games used to be made, kind of, and how they're not really made anymore. I just feel like in Super Metroid it's much more canonical, much more omnipresent. Fuck. Mog ball instead of mock ball. I love Clivicular. See, I have a similar... Yeah, the Fritas, I totally get that. I have a similar annoyance with the RPG shit. I hate the ambiguity of RPG mechanics. But even then, Dennis, that is a rule-based interaction. It's okay, you learn at the start of the game, while some shit is cold, you need, like... You need the right outfit for it. I feel like that's really fair, yeah? Okay. Time to do the thing. Oh. It depends. Absolute safe capsule. I just feel like the Ocarina tricks, they don't emerge as naturally from the mechanics. They feel a lot more specific, I guess. I don't know. But maybe I'm coping. Maybe I'm being arbitrary. It's possible. It's called Mock Ball, I'm pretty sure. No, it's called Mock Ball. I don't know why. It's both. What? Guys, if I met Clavicular in real life, I would ask for a selfie. Mog ball. Guys, I'm a mogging. I know, right? It just looks cohesive, man. It just looks fucking cohesive. Wait, don't you get like... Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. She's mogmail. She's mogballing me. I think Link is low-key a liberal. Like, look at him running around like he owns the place. I think, God, I think I could actually, let's see. See, I could, retro effects. Wait. If I did this. Actually, I don't know if that's something you can do. Presets, let's see, wait. Browse presets. Import masks. System masks. Profiles. No, I don't think that's it. Mask only. Community masks. Fix scan line. I feel like consumer TV. I know in the Mister there's like Sony PVM. That's not really doing much. Monochrome mask, pixel, RGB. I don't know, dude. Ryan, what's going on, man? I kind of like the 3DS version. I don't know what the CRT emulation or simulation looks like on. I know that's the big thing where the RetroTank currently has a big advantage over the Morph. The thing is, I could just use 3DS looks. Right. Okay, now I get it. I was just holding up the one physical copy that I had. I could use composite cables on the Mister. Like, that's a thing. But I don't have them. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, I think I forgot to tell a story. So, Ocarina of Time, I had the, OG, like, 3DS version. OG box art. You see, this is the Nintendo Select, like, reprint, which looks really ugly and stupid. I gave the original version to my girlfriend at the time, who's now my ex-girlfriend. And I'm so mad that I did that. It's not a good decision. I had the Japanese N64 box as well, and I had to sell it because it was broke at the time. What the heck? Oh my god. What the hell? Is it supposed to be like this? Okay. It's kind of shocking how, it's like 20 FPS, right? And these old games, they still feel pretty responsive. Yeah. I don't remember, dude. It's been a while. It's been a while. Isn't there like a Skulltula when it turns night? Fuck. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not a completionist. Beyond don't interact. See, I will say a lot of people had issues with the Yiga Clan hideout because it felt like it was disrespecting the rules that the game had previously established, right? I feel like when you establish this idea that, okay, Breath of the Wild is sort of an imsim, like, the game only ends when Link dies. That's the only failure condition. If you get discovered, the simulation should just... What the fuck? Oh my god! Should just continue. So it felt like a violation of that, right? In this game, I'm like, well, this is a stupid, shitty baby game, so I'm like, eh, whatever. I think that's why people don't care as much. Now, I didn't hate the Yiga Clan hideout. I still thought it was, like, had interesting level design, you know? The luring people with the bananas was kind of cool. Dude, oh my god, MGS2, man, that's a fucking game. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was Joseph Fares. I think it was Frontano, the guy who used to work at Arcane. I forget his first name. I was gonna say, yeah, 20 FPS, and yet it feels very responsive. Yeah, it feels like I'm pretty sure it's the double buffer VSync. Same with like Shadow of the Colossus. Like that's why, despite the very low frame rate, it feels very, very low lag. Yeah. Shit! Oh, I need to... Oh my god, I need to pick up the fucking chicken. I forgot. It's so annoying. This game's bad. This game's bad. I want to say Majora's Mask already so much fucking better, dude. Oh my god. This is just so fucking lame and boring. Oh my goodness. It is literally Adventures Up. Well, it's like the rule changes arbitrarily, you know? Like the rule in the Yiga clan case is like, well, no other situation in the game works like that. Boss is up. And it's also, it's like directly violating the expectation that you already have, because like the game already has stealth, right? It has stealth where, okay, you can sneak up on enemies, and when they find you, they're just aggroed, and then you enter combat, right? So it's like violating that rule for no discernible reason, really. Now you could say, like in chess, for example, right? Oh, like the first move for the pawn can be like 2 spaces. Or like you said, the stalemate, it changes like your the possible interactions. But that is also, it's something that like, I don't know, it feels like it's well within the scope of the game, right? Yeah. I feel like to some extent, like this sort of discussion is gonna be a little arbitrary, right? But I do think there is like a logical reason why sometimes it feels better and worse. Better or worse. Wait, actually I should. There was that one Xbox event where like when they introduced people to the panel, they had like a little card with like the name plus their favorite game. And for Kamiya, it was A Link to the Past. And like, I don't know, my thought was like, I feel like he's low-key hiding his power level. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Ryan, I recently played through Link to the Past again. I thought it was pretty okay. I saw your 4.5 stars on backlog. I was like not fucking with it that hard. I gave it a 7. I did like it. But the pretentious game designer I mean, it has to be like games of progression and games of emergence. Huh, it's a little weird. On the capture, it looks a little washed out. Why is that? Alright. Alright, let's see. Elgato Studio. It doesn't look like that in Elgato Studio. It just looks like that in freaking Meld. I don't know why. Which is my OBS alternative. Let's see. Wait. Oh god, oh 4K. Oh, the egg has hatched. Oh fucking thank god. It was faster than I thought. Something feels fair. I was in the right headspace to be really impressed by what I was going for more than anything. That's cool. I think it was just really, I got really... I thought the action was, like, surprisingly the best part, right? And then all the adventure game shit was a little frictive. Yeah. Hot Pocket, what's going on, man? Hop on Angeline era. I see. I should hop on Angeline era, and I will. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will. I'm just saying, I think Kamiya was hiding his power level. I think he was gonna put some shit like super highlight. Or, I mean, the two games he always talks about are like Space Harrier and Fantasy Zone, and I just said two games, right? But like also, there's another one. There was another one. ActRaiser. He really likes Castlevania 1 as well. That's Shenmue. It's gotta be Shenmue. Of all the Yu Suzuki games. Oh, you bitch-made motherfucker. Oh my god. This game is pretty fucking bad so far, I'm not gonna lie. This is like really pissing me off. I think I could have just run through, but oh my god. I didn't want to waste more of my fucking time. I think this will be our lowest Potential Man game. Potential Man rank so far. Genuinely. I mean, I've had the take that Breath of the Wild was like the first good Zelda for a while. Was war das für ein Geräusch? Fußball! I keep saying it right, but like, in the sequelitis video, he was touching on something real, you know? He didn't articulate it perfectly, but yeah. Oh, how do you do the overclock? How does that work? I was really interested in, I mean, what people are doing now with the OG Xbox. You can, like, do a RAM upgrade or something. That seems pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, okay, Beyond, you're not gonna like this. I don't like Link's Awakening. I think that game's slop, too. That game is also adventure slop. I think Zelda 1, 2, 3, I can see the argument for them. Great games, you know. Link's Awakening was like the start. Link's Awakening was the start of like the Demon's Curse, the adventure game curse. I think I still would like Link's Awakening more than this game though, because like at least in terms of action, it's like more substantive, more compelling. Yeah. This game is just so rigid and so boring. Oh my god. I think so, honestly, Ozzy. I think it would be better. What do you think of A Link Between Worlds? I feel like it's gonna hold up. I haven't played it in a while, but I feel like I would like it still. Oh, wow, okay. That's kind of crazy. I need somebody to press the button for me so I can pour myself cereal. Oh, wait, it's a wireless controller. Oh my god, hang on, wait. And it's... I think it should be charged enough. Wait, let me... Actually, wait. Oh, the cutscene auto-advances, thank god. Okay. I'll get myself some cereal. Wait. Oh, yeah, I have Rumble, dude. That's fire. Oh no. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right there to advance the riveting story of Ocarina, Schmockarina, Ocarina, Cockarina. I'm probably barely audible from over here. Ocarina, Cockarina. Okay, hang on. Oh wow. I think Oracle of Ages is really good. Seasons. Yeah, Seasons I didn't like as much. I really did not like Seasons. It's crazy that people treat them, the Oracle games, as like synonymous with each other or as interchangeable. They're like so different. Ages is way better. See, I'm hoping next week we'll play Star Fox. I'm still waiting for Nintendo to announce the fucking game. It's also, I really don't like the overall in Seasons. Golden Weekend's on the 6th, okay. Oh, okay. So you're saying the 7th, 7th could be it? That was Siri. Ignore that.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah. Maybe Minish Cap is the one. I don't like Minish Cap either. I mean, obviously it looks fucking phenomenal, but it also has just that really plotting kind of rigidity to it that I don't like. crazy that people say this game's better than Breath of the Wild. Oh my god. Wait, oh fuck. Fuck. It doesn't make sense on this controller. Thank you, Brim. Bless up. Mashallah. I do see the charm. I do see the charm. I mean, I grew up with it, you know? Like, it does hit a little bit. It just feels like so compromised, you know? It feels like, they really didn't know. They were so focused on like making something that like is, you know, is clean, plays like really smoothly, but they had no good way of like translating. Because like Zelda up to that point had been a shockingly like action-heavy series, you know, with really fleshed out action elements and like spacing elements and stuff. Like Zelda 1, 2, 3, they all have it. Zelda 1, low-key a shmup. And the fact that's just not... all that shit was like sacrificed for like, ooh, we're gonna make this big epic adventure game. I'm like, I don't know. For the game I'm working on, I'm doing everything, dude. I'm doing the entire game. I'm doing all the programming, all the design, all the art as well. However, I haven't done anything on it. Since like early March, probably. It's kind of on hold right now. I would have really liked to release it this year, but I don't think it's happening. And to be honest, I'm definitely noticing some design issues. Like obviously I would need to just finish the game on the one hand, right? But then the fundamental design I have like some concerns about. I feel like it needs like another year or so in the yeah. I agree with that, Hellbucket. I think that's totally fair. In my mind, that was definitely one of the standout elements of it. It's just like, dude, I need to like really get through Tomb Raider 1 because I feel like as flawed as that game maybe is, at least it's sort of a more thorough exploration of like space. Exactly. Thank you. That's an even better comparison. Like something like Thief 1, right? That's just about what's up. See, that's how you actually do it. Like this. That's how you actually go fast. Pip Pip, what's up? I don't like Yakuza at all. I don't like those games. I especially don't like Judgment. I really did not like Judgment, bro. Bad game. It's also just like, you know, it's actually platforming. Yeah, Tomb Raider. Wasn't there like a trick too? Oh, I need the chicken. Yeah, this fucking guy running around like he owns the place. Zetsu on state machines when? I was thinking maybe game dev streams would be fun. Or like video editing streams. Sash, what's up, man? Yeah, this is like what a... this is on a mister. It's not quite... I guess this is what it would look like if you HDMI mod it and actual N64. It's like actual 240p. This is what the actual console kind of looks like. And I do feel like it holds up better this way. Yeah. I feel like in the canon, the like 480p clean version of Ocarina has overwritten what the game actually is supposed to look like. Yeah. And I don't really like that. I do take issue with that. Where can I make that? Okay, man. Yeah. They already they changed it as early as the GC version. Aw. Sasha, looks really good on you. IMO. I mean, I'm having kind of struggle phase right now. I'm not sure what's going on. I got a haircut recently and like... I will say, I mean, definitely regularly trim the sides. That helps a lot. Wait, help me. This is my side length right now. I try to do that. I mean, it looks a little chopped. She cut it like a little too short, but like that type of maintenance, it doesn't set you back too hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the first time I finished Godheim was on PS3 as well. There's 3 more. What the heck? Yeah, I actually literally just the other day I wrote a short video about that TikTok video. And like part of the point is like, okay, obviously the CRT does a lot for these games. But I think we kind of forgot like that, okay, just seeing raw pixels. Like with pixel art, we understand that like we shouldn't mess with it, you know, we shouldn't do all this extra bullshit. And I feel like people the emulator look has become so default that people are not even aware that it can look like this, yeah. Thank you, Dragon. Well, I didn't lose. I just got like 3rd to last place. It's a big difference. It's a big, important difference. Oh, there's one. Okay. Hang on. shit. Wait, I do need. Okay, fuck. I would say I don't know why it's so washed out in OBS. It doesn't look like that when I look at it through Elgato Studio. There should be like one here, I think. I don't know. So these like those carpenters that you see sort of running around the town, in the German version, famously, they're named after the Beatles. And nobody knows why. Somebody was just having fun, yeah. What's up, man? I kind of don't like this game. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm kind of bored by it. But I'm happy you like it. I'm happy for you. Mashallah. Inshallah, parallel parking. Y'all know that video? Oh my god. Oh my god. Huh? About Inshallah parallel parking? Oh, okay. My bad. Okay, Yulia just corrected me. Apparently it was like a tweet. Where a guy was like listening to some other guys in the sauna, and then one of them said, Inshallah parallel parking. Bismillah. Oh, that's his name. Okay. I see. Oh, the condom line. Oh my god, that's crazy. That shit was insane. Where's the last chicken? The Fritos, that's a good question. I am really, like, I remembered, I have, like, this game perfectly memorized from when I was a kid, for the most part. So there's, like, really an element of, like, routine and, like, oh my god, this feels so fucking boring. But I think it's just also design-wise not something I appreciate, you know? Like, where it is, like, really go through these super rigid steps. And, like, it's barely utilizing the mechanics in the process. Because, like, I mean, this game's movement and all that shit, it's like, I mean, it's basic, but it's, like, pretty polished, you know? You could do shit with this. I had shitty games as a kid too, don't worry. I did have... I want to say N64, I definitely had the bangers. I had Mario 64, actually even then, I never had Majora's Mask as a kid. I didn't have Smash Bros. I didn't have F-Zero. I did play Smash Bros at like, my uncle's house a lot. Where are you? Guys, which one am I missing? Which one am I missing? I don't know. Can't see it. Blast Core, I didn't have Blast Core. I didn't have GoldenEye. I had Ocarina, I had Mario. I didn't have Mario Kart either, dude. Honestly, I actually did not have all the bangers. I have very few games. I had like a weird wrestling game. I had the fucking weird Wipeout port. I had the Ridge Racer port. Or it was not a port, it was actually the original game. Yeah, honestly, that was kind of it. I had Turok, actually. Turok was another, like, classic, I guess, yeah. Oops. Man, Buck Bumble, no. The box one, I mean, the box one... that's the thing, I got, like, a billion games when I got the console, with, like, every console, and that was it. I want to say PS2 is when okay, for my birthday, I wanted this game, right? That was more common. Like, one of the first games that I wished for was, like, Kingdom Hearts, actually, in fact. Also, Beautiful Joe, that was another one that I really wanted for the PS2. And then I started kind of buying my own games at some point. Like, toward the end. Like, I mean, I got the PS2 really late, too. I got the PS2, like... 2005. And I don't think I got into the Wii. I got the PS3 in, like, I want to say 2008. I got it before the Slim launched. I did get the box one, yeah. It's just you roll into the box, you, like, do it like this. You, like, roll into it. So I got one of the final, like, fat models, PS3. That was 2008. I don't remember when I got the Wii, dude. It must have been 2007. It's funny because, like, the first console that I got on release was the PS5. Just before then, I could never afford it. Okay, where the fuck is the last chicken, dude? I'm going insane. Second console I got on release was the Switch 2. Did they play anything other than FIFA and shit? No. Okay, wait, I need to go up there again. I need to, like, have a look. Ooh. Which one am I missing? I don't know. I want to say PS3. I got the 360 in, like, 2010. Because I want to play Halo Reach and I want to play Bayonetta. And around this time, it was still the case that, okay, I had to, like, ask my dad, like, hey, can you order this game for me from Amazon? Because I didn't have, like, didn't really have a bank account, didn't really have a debit card or whatever, yeah. And I want to say, like, 20, when the Wii U and the 3DS were, like, out, that's when I was really, like, buying my own games. No, it fucking wasn't. Stop lying. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, the PS3 version is, like, so much worse than people remember. It is so much worse. It is so much fucking worse. If you thought it was bad, like, think 10 times worse. Oh my god. It's funny, when I was in Virginia with the boys, near the entrance. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Maybe that's probably it. I mean, I think... Did we play a patch? I don't remember. But, like, it's so funny, like, we had this one evening together where we could really, like... Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you so much. We had one really good evening, like, okay, we can actually sit down and game, you know, the next day we would go to DC and, like, just be on the move all day, right? It was the one evening where we could really game. And what the fuck did we do? We played, Bayonetta PS3, Evil Within PS3. So fire. Yeah, I remember that. It's funny because I think Bayonetta it's sold better on PS3 than 360. This is so funny. That's how you know it's like it is it's just audience-wise it was important for them to launch on PS3. But they just didn't take it seriously, so. Okay, hang on. That's so crazy. I think I mean, I streamed it one time, right? I think I remember I streamed it. And that was patched. Oh my god. Ryan, are you like a Bayonetta, like, ball nowhere purist? Like, do you know sort of version differences between, like 360, PC, Wii U, Switch? Because I've developed, or PS5, PS4, right? I've developed a little bit of paranoia. Low-key, I want to be like 360 version purist. It does run kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. It does have a lot of performance issues. Fuck off. Oh, you need the bombs. I thought it was like Dark Souls Invisible Wall. I don't know why my memory was fucking with me on that. Couldn't tell you, to be honest. Yeah, I just remember Matthew Matosis, he was like, I feel like on PC the enemies are faster or something, or more aggressive. I will say one issue that it definitely has on PC is like, the longer you leave the game running, like, if you leave the game running for a while, the frame rate cap will like gradually decrease. So we'll start at 60 and then eventually it'll be like 59. And that 1 frame difference, it will manifest as like a little stutter on your screen. And it's so annoying. The QTEs are just harder because the frame rate is higher. Like, it's the same with every other version as well. The Goonslayer, what's up? This game's bad. On PC? The Ardors? That's interesting. So basically, most of the QTEs, like the game slows down heavily during them. And that same slowdown just isn't there anymore on like later versions, so the QTEs are harder. I really don't like it. I really don't like this game right now. Ocarina of Time. It's really pissed me off. It's really boring. The Bayonetta sequels, 3, yes, worth playing, in my opinion. 2, I guess if you're gonna play 3, then you might as well play 2 as well. But like, I think 2 is like kind of, I have feelings about 2. 2 is like shallow, unga bunga, I'm gonna hit buttons, you know. Like, there's nothing really, like, other than the fact that the game is like very polished and feels good to like press buttons in. There's nothing really super redeeming about it, in my opinion. They made a streamer chat game. Literally, dude. There's no way I'm the first. No, there's no way. There's like, I mean, Setnero really likes Bayo 3 as well, I think. I'm pretty sure. The thing about 3 is that it is kind of busted and stupid and silly, but it is like one of the greatest sort of combo sandboxes ever for one of these 3D action games. Yeah, Matthew Sosa also likes it. Yeah, that's true. Did you know Bayo 2 famously never released? It's not that bad. I mean, here's the thing, right? I've been very emotional about Bayonetta 2. If we're being like completely sincere, it is like Ryan, I remember that fateful night in Virginia, I made you play 3 as well. And you were like, okay, this kind of sucks, actually. Because, like, there was a lot of little things about it that are very weird in the details. But I swear it's good, actually. 3 is much better than 2. Like, 3 to me is, like, a solid, like, 6, 7. 2, if we're being completely fair, I feel like it's gotta be, like... It's gotta be like a 5, yeah? It's gotta be like a 5. That's like, I think that's the fair score. It's like really polished slop, yeah? He streams every now and again, and he backs up his streams. They're on YouTube. Yeah, I agree with that, Bobs. I agree with that. Oh, Sasha, you know what? That is a good question. That is actually a good question. Okay, wait, how do I... Don't I need to get, like, fire from somewhere? Was that it? Dragon, you're right. I do love Bayonetta 2. Oh, I'm stupid, man. Ugh, wait. Oh, dude, the way I've mapped this shit is like... Wait, oh, wait, hey, oh, wait. Hang on. I can fix it. I can fix him. Yes. Okay, hang on. Up. Yes, down, left. There you go. Okay, hang on. Now we got it. Yeah, okay, we got it. Matthew using Vice Video's podcast background was almost a genius. See, once I'm that level of famous, I can do the same thing. See, this game is perfect podcast game because, like, something's always happening. And like I've memorized the game enough that I can just like slop through it. Six, 7. Do I just go back to Saria? Is that what I do? Wait, how do I learn Saria's song? Do I go all the way back to Kokiri Forest? I sort of can, but like, don't I need... How do I... Oh, hang on, wait. Can I not get the fire from his room? Is that what's happening? Wait, I think... Hang on. Yeah, oh, okay. Thank God. Oh my God, thank fucking God. I thought I would just get the ability to do that later. I thought I would have to go all the way fucking back on foot. Oh my God. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of 90s games I like. The thing about that 9/11 shit is like it's insanely long. So I haven't mustered up the courage to read it yet. But it is real. And everybody's, like, Ozzy, I think he read it, and he was telling me, yeah, it's really bad. It's really fucking bad. I do not want to hear what he said again. I want to say that's like, so there was this German blog called hackreiz.net. Like, I used to read that one all the fucking time back in the day. And I think through that guy, I stumbled on Tim Rogers. So I was pretty early too. But obviously my English comprehension was like not to the level where I could really like appreciate it. I feel like they randomized the location of the yes or no shit. It's so bad, dude. It's so annoying. Wait, Dennis, don't tell me. Did you just click on it? Did y'all just click on it, or were you also familiar with it at the time? That's crazy. I thought I was the only one who knew. Okay. Oh, did you just click on it? Okay. It's funny because like that guy, he was like pretty influential on sort of my view on games early on. Obviously, that's kind of stopped with time. Like my tastes eventually like diverged pretty heavily, but still pretty cool. Guys, I'm using the sandbox to its fullest. I used to never use the Deku sticks. Now I know, oh, you can kill Ganon in like 3 hits. Okay, sorry, put the fries in the bag. 6-7, 6-7. Range. Cortisol spike, looks max. Yeah, man, you should invest all your money into plastic surgery, so, even if you go into debt, you'll mog, so it's fine. What the fuck? I feel like this specific manner of speaking, like I learned that from Ego Raptor. Would you recommend Master Quest? Actually, that's how I. That was the last time. Fuck. The last time I finished this game, I did it via Master Quest on the 3DS version, I think. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of neat. I would recommend it for first time probably, because it's too different. It's definitely in the like, okay, we're playing with your expectations a little bit. We're fucking with you a little bit. But I remember it being pretty solid. Oh yeah, so for those who don't know, she hates Breath of the Wild's music. And I think, like a lot of her academic work was like how a game like Ocarina of Time is like, the reason why she likes it so much is that it uses patterns. Like both sort of narrative patterns, gameplay structures, mechanical patterns, and musical patterns. Like in this like recurring way where it's like remixing itself constantly. To be honest, she hasn't really shared it with me like a full-fledged like version of her arguments, so I don't exactly pattern solve yet. I don't exactly know. I don't want to misrepresent her arguments, but we've had like many spirited conversations about like Ocarina versus Breath of the Wild, because she does not like Breath of the Wild, and I love Breath of the Wild, right? And I think it's way better than this game. Yeah. Ocarina was one of the few 3D melee games that from the 90s where movement combat functions fairly well. 90s 3D melee games. Let me think. Maybe you got some there. What about that one game on the PlayStation? It's called like Gunslinger something. It's like Western, Samurai Western. That one. Everybody says that's like a primordial character action game. Oh, Virtualon. That's another good shout. I mean, that's like a fighting game, so it's kind of different. I think Ocarina of Time is just so based around its progression, right? It's not based on rules and systems, it's based on progression. Rising Zan, I feel like that is one. I do mean Rising. Thank you guys, thank you. Hot Pocket, shut your fucking mouth. Oh my god. What is a good like 3D melee game on PC? Wasn't there like Sword Combat game like before? What, Severed Steel? Not Severed Steel. Severance. Name one. Name one. What a hot beat. Oni was not 90s. That was like 2001. Wasn't it? 2000, 2001? I do want to play Oni though. That's a John Harrelson classic. There you go. Jumping Flash is a shooter, yeah. It's a shooter platformer. Good game. Doesn't count. Okay. Okay, we've been streaming for 3 hours. Should I try to do the next dungeon? God damn, dude, this game's so boring, man. This game is really, really fucking boring. I'm shocked how little it holds up. Wasn't that MDK? MDK is also a shooter. That's what I think. I actually finished MDK 1, dude. I actually finished that game. I barely remember it. I want to play, dude. MDK 2 has like a Wii port. I found out that was originally a Dreamcast game, dude. That's so crazy. Also, it was developed by BioWare. That's so weird. They made it for Dreamcast, and like I think there was like a PC port. PC port later. There you go. See, I don't like. Obviously, it doesn't have to be melee. I mean, I guess you could say Jedi. Fuck. Oh fuck. What's the Jedi Academy? The Star Wars game? I feel like that maybe counts. I would count that. Yeah, that's fine. Like big emphasis on melee. Doesn't have to be melee only, but like, you know, we're talking like 3D, I'm running around, I'm fighting enemies, you know? And with melee fucking combat, you know? Real-time melee. I feel like Jedi Academy is also, that's like the only one. Yeah. And even then, I couldn't tell you if it's actually good. Because I haven't played it. 2000. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See, beyond what's so funny about that is like in my bubble, that's not a hot take, you know? In my bubble, that's been like, that's like the coldest take of all time. So like, that's why the idea of like saying that about Ocarina has not occurred to me as like exciting. But now that you're saying it, I'm like, okay, I feel like I have to make that. See, Soul Reaver has Zelda-ish combat, doesn't have good combat. Probably not, right? Oh, okay, Spike Out, there you go. Spike Out, we got one. Spike Out, but it's not on PC. That's like Japanese developers. That's Japanese juice. The melee enthused here. The Spike Out counts. Spike Out probably best melee game of the 90s. Best 3D melee game. I should do Spike Out on Potential Man Monday. Just to force me to like play a solid like 3 hours of it, yeah. It is like polished experience slop. RE teaser trailer video. What? Wait, what? Did I miss some? Oh, for the movie. Ah, okay, gotcha. That's so funny, man. It is like fascinating that like I feel like the Resident Evil shit, that's like only conversation if you're like 3 years old, yeah? It should not be controversial the way Zach Kreger is like approaching it. It's like, I mean, I said on Twitter, right? That to me has proved why games are like a bad medium. I feel like Shenmue was like, honestly, Shenmue combat low-key epic though. Shenmue combat actually like kind of sauce. What the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, Shenmue is not really comparable, I think, because like it is like sort of on a 2D plane, you know? Okay, where the fuck do I go, man? Oh wait, there's another door here. Okay, there's another door. Shenmue's not a melee game? You don't think? Oh, wow. Is it? Dylan, what's up, man? My take is bad game. Literally boring slop. Unk slop. Progression slop. Experience slop. Adventure slop. It insists upon itself. For most people, it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm kind of shocked just how much I'm, like, fucking bored by it. To be fair, I mean, we've kind of speculated. Part of it is that I know this game, like, very well still. I've memorized it very well. Yeah, I grew up with it. It's an authentic Zia grew up with this kind of game. That's too long, Dennis. That's too long. I don't doubt that, like, Water Temple, for example, holds up. I don't doubt it. But, like, God, dude. So much of this just does not feel very interactive, you know? It feels very... It's just so rigid. I keep saying it. Neural, a true adventure game. See, you asked me, like, commission me to play, like, a Go one, you know? Commission me to play a Go one. That one you genuinely think is good. And I'll give it a sincere shot. See, I mean, I played Anthology of the Killer on stream the other day. I like that more than Ocarina. And that's like a VN adventure game kind of, yeah. Though, to be honest, it wasn't like, oh my god, find the one clue to progress, you know. It's like, do a good game. Yeah, that's exactly it, Dylan. I feel like, this is the thing, if I wanted this game's, like, positive qualities in a good game, I would just play Pseudo Regalia or something, yeah. Or, like, I mean, one of the best things about Majora's Mask, right? One of the reasons Majora's Mask is so much better is because it expanded the moveset so much, you know, to be, like, a lot more fluid. I did finish Monkey Island 1 and 2 when they, I played the remasters when those came out. Because I was, like, you know, a real, like, discourse gamer. I was like, you know, go to, you know, fucking... this is gonna be a... all the Germans are gonna know what I mean, but Game 1 was, like, this German, like, games show. Not games show, like, it was, like, a show about video games. On German TV. I feel like I'm going backwards. Oh, fuck. Yeah, fucking there's like a wall here. Oh my god, dude. I just feel like Majora, I get the sense it was a denser game. Just denser with shit. I can't compare it to Castlevania 64. I really, just to finish that thought, I was very much pilled on, like, okay, I gotta, like the German taste was like, yeah, we love adventure games, you know, this is a classic, you gotta play it. I think I enjoyed it, like, enough, you know? But, modern Ziad, as I'm sometimes called, probably would not fuck with that. So Pseudo Regalia, it feels like a true successor to, like, Mario 64 in terms of movement, in terms of the movement engine. And it, puts that movement in, like, the sort of Metroidvania-y open environment. Like, so much of the movement is based around, like sliding on floors, getting momentum from that. Interacting with walls is really interesting, like wall kick maneuver. Where you have like, it's sort of like a pool. Like if you shoot a pool ball into like the, you know, on the pool table, if you shoot it into the wall, you have the entry angle, you have the exit angle. That's kind of how the wall kick works in Pseudo Regalia. It's really fucking sick. There's a randomizer mod for it. I need to try that. Wait, what was he telling me? Oh, okay. And also, you know, it has like the low poly, like lo-fi, early 3D N64 kind of dreamlike aesthetic. So you're getting that from it too. Yeah. Yeah, Dennis, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. That's really fucking good. Really fucking good game. David Tentacle. Okay. See, David Tentacle is one that I have not played. And it's a German classic. I think I probably would play it on the German stream though. Yeah, Prime is bad. Prime 2, fire. Prime 2 is so fire, dude. I want to do Prime 2 randomizer. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Echoes. Okay, I'm gonna finish this freaking dungeon. Play it on GameCube if you can. Definitely play on GameCube. With one, it doesn't really matter as much. But 2 really leverages the controls very well. I kind of want to try that other M mod that like it deletes most of the cutscenes and like changes some of the dialogue to be like just not obnoxious here. It doesn't really make the game more open-ended, but I feel like mechanically other M is not that bad actually. I feel like mechanically there was like some sauce there. Low-key. Low-key-newly. For real. On God, 6-7, 6-7. There's like a hack now as well for other M where you can play it, I think, with a nunchuck. Or with a classic controller. That's kind of wild. Oh, the true final boss in other M. Oh my god. I forgot that was a thing. Wait, you go back with Zero Suit Samus, right? And then there's like a whole thing. I forget how it works. Does it just explode? I don't remember. Okay. I feel like that'd be a funny thing to replay. Other end would be a funny stream. Can we agree that fucking Fusion and Other M have like the same level of writing? Like, can we agree that Fusion and Other M are like equally as patronizing? Luigi's Mansion, dude. That's one I gotta replay. Wait, oh, this one I can just move. Okay. It's so fucking bad, dude. Man, this random fucking AI voice reminds me of Adam. By the way, Adam is like this guy I've never mentioned before. Who's like really important to me, but like it's not important to the player at all. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, fuck. Oops. Hidden Mansion, I forgot about that. That was like exclusive to the PAL version as well, right? Shit, dude. That's annoying. Use Z targeting. May I introduce you to Z targeting? I have to admit, Fusion's like not that bad, but I really don't like it. I do wish Luigi's Mansion had like a better scoring system. I feel like that's the one thing that's really missing from the game. Because I think you can just take as long, like it does count the coins at the end, right? But you can take as long as you want, you know? I feel like if there was like a timer element or something, that it would be so fire. Got it. Damn. I think there's a mod where, the thing about the PAL version, the problem with that is that it's 50 hertz, but there's like a ROM hack where you can fix that. Yeah. Oh wait, I have no shield and I must block. Oops. No? Oh my god. Oh my god. Huh, okay. This is so wild. Wait. Oh yeah, I haven't been here yet. Shoot the eye on the wall. Dude, there's like, there's a Pikmin 1 mod where they just basically ported the entire game into Pikmin 2's engine and made like a bunch of improvements in the process. The only issue with that, and they added like a bunch of extra shit as well. It sounds really awesome. Ollie, what's up? I'll finish the stop real quick, so... If you play it on real GameCube, it like barely fucking runs. Oh, wait. No, I'm an idiot. Wait, oh fuck. Am I am an idiot. I'm pretty sure. Fuck. If you play it on a real GameCube, it's really slow. The slowdown is insane. I think if you play it on Nintendo, on the Wii, it's fine. I need to try that. I haven't really had a good moment to like replay Pikmin 1. Opinion on Ultra Kill is cool. I like it. I haven't really kept up with all the recent shit. I think I'm just gonna wait for it to be done. I will say I think Overkill is a little, it's sort of unga bunga in its design, yeah. It's, I remember there's a lot of, like, exploitable kind of shit in it. I really like Pikmin 3, but Pikmin 1 is really good. Okay. I'm getting tired. Let's wrap this shit up. god. Okay, like I said, I'm playing this game for some like other content. It's not really for this channel or anything. So I'll have to fucking finish it. I don't fuck with 2, no. I don't fuck with 2, unfortunately. I didn't get very far into 2, I'll say, to be fair. But it was just very instantly turned off from it. It just felt like such a pointless version of 1, kinda. The Dongus Cavern. That's what they call my asshole. I know there's like a hack for Pikmin 2 that's it's called Colossal Caverns, and that one seems really good. Fuck. Are you going to do the pure action game for the podcast? You know what? I mean, I think we've kicked around, like, I make Knube play Alien Soldier, and he makes me play, like, Pokemon or something. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Sort of like Versus Wolves-esque. We did write down, I mean, so basically, so I do this German podcast for my German listeners, right? With my wonderful co-host, Knube. Y'all know him as Noble. Newsman. We're adding basically a review show to our repertoire, where we review a game like every month. And it's sort of gonna be a mix of like old and new games. And spoiler, that's why I played Link to the Past. Like that's gonna be the first review that we're doing for May. And then as like a paywall incentive, we're gonna do Ocarina of Time at the same time. And we kind of plan out our schedule for like the rest of the year. Like, okay, these are the games we're considering for reviews. And we thought about both, okay, games that are coming out. Like Onimusha, for example, that's one we're probably gonna do as well. So we're kind of leaving some slots open. For June, we're probably gonna do Pragmata. And until then, I do wanna. I think Beyond you weren't around when I said it, but like I actually finished Pragmata. I thought it was cool. I would give it like a 7 right now. I haven't done the post-game stuff yet. I think actually, I'm not gonna spoil my main take. I'm gonna leave it for like Backlog Battle. But I guess like if I had to say like mainly, yeah, I feel like now that I've played the whole game, I'm a little skeptical if the main gimmick has that much sauce. You know, I feel like they really struggled to take it past the core idea. That's my take. Yeah. I really liked it. I think it's a good game. I think it's probably my favorite Capcom game in a while. But yeah. Like, I don't even, like, I want to say, yeah, they didn't push it far enough, but I don't even know if that's the issue. I feel like the gimmick kind of has a ceiling. That's my concern. Also, all the exploration progression shit is bad. Don't at me. It's all bad. It's bad. It's bad. See you, Alex. Thank you for hanging out. I missed the fucking compass, dude. I have like a more specific take, kinda. But I'm gonna save that for when I do my review. I only played the demo a little bit, and that's another one where the premise seems very flawed. Like, hearing that on Lunatic, the behavior of the enemies doesn't change at all, I was like, oh, god damn it. I have okay, tiny pragmata spoiler. They introduced, like, for the final boss, they introduced a mechanic where, like, the boss can, like, hack you. Like, they do the hacking to you, rather than the other way around. Or, like, while you're hacking them, basically. And I was like, bro, where was this the entire game? It's, like, only used then, and the boss is, like, so easy and short as well. I was like, god damn it, dude. See, you can kind of ignore the shit, Dylan. You can ignore it. What I don't like is just the fucking ambiguity. Because, like, everything you find is, like, it makes the game linearly easier. And I'm like, you have so much shit that you could technically scale the difficulty with, available to the player, right? Depending on how you turn it on and off. And I'm like, I don't want to think about that. Like, if you turn everything on, you make the game insanely easy, right? Like, the more you play, the more you explore, the more you play the game, the easier it will get. And you have to do this, like, annoying self-balancing. Just it's not Resident Evil 4, right? It's not, mutually exclusive progression. It is, like, total, just progression slop, you know? And, it's like grind slop, kind of. It's not really grind slop because it's not infinite. It has a ceiling. But you can, like, take as long as you need. You can grind out the enemies, right? You can repeat stuff. You can just explore more. There's nothing missable about the progression, you know? There's no mutual exclusivity ever. Yeah, kinda. And, like, at least with Dark Souls, it's like, well, it's, like, purely mechanical, right? Like, okay, if I level up my fucking strength, then, you know, I do more damage. Whatever, okay. And Pragmata, it's like, okay, there's, like, extra features that your character can get, and they add more shit to your repertoire, but the game doesn't really scale with it, you know? It's like, it just makes the game easier. And that's, like, on top of, like, exploration, big fucking air quotes. That's like, oh, pan the camera slightly up, and there's, like, a fucking switch, and then you activate the switch, and then it opens the door. It's like, there's, like, some, like, kind of clever environmental puzzles, but it's just so, God, I don't know. It's just such fucking filler gameplay. I don't see the appeal at all. Yeah, I need to do the post-game stuff and see what's up with that. But the fact that, again, a lot of the shit is not on Lunatic, apparently, I'm like, ugh, god. So with Kunitsugami, I had the impression that, like, the core gimmick is very poorly developed. Like, I feel like everybody who was, like, glazing Kunitsugami was, like, doing it, and this is not an attack, right? I'm just saying, all the glaze was, like, very much based on vibes, and, like, this is a very likable, charming game. And not really based on gameplay. Because, like, everybody who I saw, like, take the gameplay kind of seriously, like, specifically Rex and John in my bubble, they were like, yeah, this shit's ass. And having played the demo, I kind of trust him on that. I kind of trust him that I wouldn't like it, probably. And that's such a shame. Damn, okay, Dylan. See, I think that's kind of an indictment, yeah. Like, Rex was saying it had, like, mobile game vibes. With, like, just how much progression slop it had, and, just, again, how poorly developed the core gimmick was. Like, the core gimmick of, like, okay, I'm gonna watch the priestess, like, slowly walk from A to B. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, guys, that was Potential Man Monday. It's time to rank Ocarina of Time. It's time to rank the video game. Let's see. Let's look at our clever little list. Okay, hang on. Moment of truth. I'm gonna press the freaking button. Boom. Okay, are we alive? Okay, you can see my desktop. I can see my desktop. That's freaking brilliant. May have to turn on some music. Okay. As of right now, I would rank Ocarina of Time below Anthology of the Killer. That's our Potential Monday power ranking for now. Maybe Jack, I don't know, should I add scores to this? Would this make it more interesting? I don't know. So if Star Fox 64 is like really one I want to do. Like that's one I'm really I was really itching to do soon. And I haven't done it so far because I was waiting for them to announce this new game that's like being rumored. So if that gets announced like by next week, then our next game will be Star Fox 64. And if that's not the case, let me look at our clever little Discord over here. So this is it's just a random tweet again. So this is the Ziadbro Discord, discord.ziadbro.com. Ape Escape 2, I really want to play 3. I hear 3 has the sauce. See, if you want to see me play Ape Escape 2, you can add that here, right? You can just type in Ape Escape 2, right? And then say your reasoning, and then everybody can upvote it with a fire react. And then I will make my decision for Potential Man Monday, like, based on that. Alright, so right now, I mean, Pete's Tower. I mean, I finished it. I finished Pete's Tower, but like, I would play for this. We already did Pragmata. Can you sort the posts? I feel like, God. I don't know. Let's date post it. Shit, that doesn't make sense. I don't fucking know. Yeah. I do think, I put Guwange and Ketsui. People clearly want me to play Ketsui. I feel like Ketsui would make sense. And like, I feel like this is the thing. When I fuck around with an arcade game, usually I don't have the tenacity to like do like 3 hours of attempts straight. So something like Ketsui, Guwange, Spike Out would be like perfect for this kind of stream, right? Where, okay, I have to like really engage with the game for this window of time, and the chat can like assist me, and like it can help me get my mind off like the intense fucking difficulty. I've played Ratchet 1 and I like it. I like that game. Yeah, no, I think I would have to focus on like a single game. I can't game hop. That's kind of that's the spirit of the segment. The Potential amount of the segment is like, yeah, you gotta really stick with the game for 3 hours, you know? Okay. I'll say if it's not, what's the vibe with Pete's Tower? Who's voting for Pete's Tower? Okay. I think if it's not Star Fox next week, I will probably do Ketsui. And again, you can, at any time, you can just add more games to this list that you would like to see me play. So on Wednesday, Wednesdays are debate segments. I think I will do the. I'm thinking of a format for this, but my good man Ant, he suggested this thing of like Shinji Mikami versus Hideki Kamiya. I think that's what we'll do next on Wednesday. This upcoming Wednesday. I'm gonna think of a format for this. Maybe I'll do like sort of a tournament like bracket format where like all of the games sort of go up against each other. Oh, you know what? That would be fun. Maybe. Okay, hang on. Hang the fuck on. See, what I'll do is I'll do like a madness bracket. Like I'll add the games from each director. It's not gonna be this big, right? But I'm gonna add the games, and then they're gonna be going up against each other, and they're gonna be seeded maybe based on Metacritic score, or maybe on backlog score, right? I'm gonna seed it, based on Metacritic score. So it'd be like, okay, Okami, for example, has like 93 on Metacritic, will get a pretty high seed, you know? And then it would go up against like, I don't know, fucking... I think I have to use backlog, because... Yeah. That seems like a fun idea, dude. That's what we're doing on Wednesday. That's what we're doing this Wednesday. It's like Goof Troop. Let's see. 3.8 stars. Okay. Okami. But how do I make sure that it's only... Wait, how do I make sure that it's only... The thing is, how do I measure who actually wins? Is the problem. I think I'll have to think about this a little bit. Maybe guys, if you just thought of like a format, a way for me to do this properly, then let me know. Let me know in the Discord. Join the Discord. I'm gonna post it in the chat if you haven't yet. Discord.ziadbra.com. There you go. I'll post it for the YouTubers as well. Fuck it. There you go. Am I not such a great guy? Okay. Yeah, and beyond that, well, I guess I'd look forward to the content. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this balance thing as well. That's a big one. That's a big fucking one. I think this one I need to prepare more for. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. I'm definitely back on Wednesday. For my Germans, I'm back tomorrow, actually. On the other channel. And yeah. That's that. Ocarina of Time, back game. Back game. Slop, unslop, bat. Do you have anything else? I guess I'm gonna sign off. Bye-bye. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.